Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jacob Stidham, and I'm here to present our school's new technology training plan. So, a little bit about me. My name is Jacob Stidham. I've been a social studies teacher at Winston Churchill High School for about 6 years, and I'm also responsible for putting together this technology training plan. So today I'm here to present to you not only the need for a technology training plan, but what our plans are for PD, as well as the desired goals for it, as well as why it's important to have it. So at the beginning of the year, we conducted a needs analysis, where staff essentially took a survey to see not only if there are issues, but if the technology could help solve it. And as you can see by the data on this slide, there were some concerning elements. So the two issues that we really felt encompassed not only all this data, but really needed addressing was that staff understanding and proficiency with technology was very underwhelming. Most staff did not feel very proficient with the technology they were using, and staff also felt that student motivation and attention was quite low, which was impacting grades as well as other um, issues in the classroom. So, keeping these issues in mind, we put a plan together. We put together two goals. The first being that 80% of educators will be proficient in Google Apps and Canvas. These are the most basic and most needed applications in the classroom. Our teachers need to know how to implement these, not only in the most basic way, but in creative, proficient ways as well. Our second goal was to increase attention motivation by 80% by using Nearpod. So educators would not only learn how to use Nearpod, but would be able to create lessons using it. And we'd be able to gather data by the exit cards and the activities within these lessons. When putting this plan together, we had some theoretical background. We used multiple ISTE standards, educators, as well as education leaders. We also looked at college and career readiness standards. And when it came to training and evaluation models, Samir and Kirkpatrick's evaluation was essentially chosen since these really align with our goals as well as the kind of data that we're looking for. For the schedule, at the beginning of the year, we conducted the needs analysis. So throughout the rest of the year, for about a 3-month span, we'll be focusing on Canvas, Google, and Nearpod, and helping teachers get certified in each. By the time we reach our month of June or the end of the school year, we will evaluate whether these goals were met, as well as what to do going forward. Budget-wise, altogether it'll cost about $220 per teacher. This can be a bit costly, but seeing the results, or the results that we hope to get, we see this money well invested. So why is this plan important, and why should the community care? So overall, this is something, these applications and these technologies are things that teachers and students use every single day. If our teachers don't know how to use them proficiently, how will our students? And this will impact education, this will impact activities in school, as well as grades as well. So we really need our staff to be able to be very proficient in the technology they use. The second reason, especially for goal number 2, even though we have very high test scores when it comes to NCAP and other tests, we have been seeing our overall scores decrease the last couple of years. And even though COVID does play a role in this, we also feel that attention and motivation play a problem as well. So especially when it comes to special student groups such as ELLs and FARMs. So one of the major reasons why is because essentially when it comes to students and parents, getting the best education as well as learning tools for the future, as in whether for college or jobs, are very important, and they rely on the use of technology. As you can see from the slides, not only have we found a model that shows how technology ties into pedagogy, but we've also used research from other websites as well as other organizations that really back the benefits of proficient technology use. Whether it's preparing for the future, whether it's having digital learning tools that help them become more efficient learners. Um, there's a whole multitude, but there is a lot of um, data and research to go and show that being able to use technology proficiently, not just using it or barely understanding it, has larger impacts. So, in conclusion, this plan is really needed since students are really at the center of this concept. And this quote kind of reminds me of something that I always say. At the end of the day, the most overwhelming key to a child's success is the positive involvement of parents. As I've always said personally, that education is a three-man team: the teacher, the student, and the parents. We cannot do this job without the parents, and getting your feedback and input is important. And that's why we need your support in order to implement this plan. Since this not only impacts our staff, but this really will overall help your child's success as well. So please definitely think about supporting this and helping us implement this as we get the school year started. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate you all having me. Here is the information if you need to contact me, and I do wish you all a great evening.